Not that the leadership is perfect, but the ground is perfect because it is sanctified ground. And if I don't see the ground as kadosh, it will one day open me up and swallow me, and I'll be removed from the camp. We don't throw people out. Yahweh takes them out because they expose them. If everybody in here will not listen to gossip, slander, and lashon hara, and someone comes perpetuating things that are contrary to the common held views of the congregation, they're going to be so uncomfortable when they can't find a listening ear that they're going to run out themselves. You don't have to kick them out. That's why we don't have those problems. Long term, we don't have those problems. And we will never have those problems as long as Yahweh gives me the grace to deal with those problems. Because we don't allow it. Verse 16. From whom the whole body joined and knit together. Notice, we are joined. There's your joints. Joint compound. This is a joint compound. Turn to your neighbor and says, we are a joint compound.
We are joined.
Let's try that again. We are a joint compound. We are joined and knit together by what every joint supplies. Question. What are you supplying? Are you teaching the rapture when we don't teach the rapture? Are you teaching a remez application when you've been taught that it is primarily a pashat application? Every joint must supply the unity that we seek. Every joint must supply the unity. Not perfection, because you can't supply it. Not 100% correct doctrine, because no human being can supply 100%. Moshe didn't say, I am the way, I am the truth. Yeshua said, I am the truth. The truth is Yeshua the person, not a congregation and not a doctrine. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. From whom the whole body, this local assembly, the entire body of Yeshua here in North Miami Beach, is joined together. We are knit together, not by agreeing on everything, but by agreeing to disagree and not making issues out of things that are not issues, so that the joint can supply what this joint supplies, what the head is giving to the joint. Does any of this make sense?
Yes.
According to the working, notice, verse 16, of every member. So every member should be working. Every member is unique, yet every member is called to cause growth for the body. What kind of growth? Building itself up in ahava, love. We already learned in Yochanan 17 that love is a byproduct of unity. You cannot have love in a corporate setting without a predisposition to guard and strive and fight and wrestle and struggle for unity. Amen. Unity is not an option. Without unity, there's no power. Without unity, there's no forgiveness. Without unity, there's no love. You can't seek love apart from guarding the unity that Yahweh has called for this congregation to have. So if someone comes to you and says that it complains or sees something different than the leadership sees, what you've got to say is, well, everything that the leadership teaches, I'm with. I'm with the program. Everything? Everything. What about, I said, they're going to come to you. People have come to you. People have called you up. Listen, everything. Now, you could ponder things in your heart like Miriam. She pondered things in her heart, and Yahweh will give you the answers. Amen? If there's things that you're questioning or things that trouble you, ponder it in your heart, and Yahweh will come through and give you the answer. But the overriding cause of unity is what will keep you here long past things you disagree with or agree with. That overriding concern for unity that Yahweh has for unity, that'll keep you here long past those other minor issues enter your heart and into your mind. See, in some congregations, they allow everybody to have, this one has a word, this one has a song, this one has a psalm, this one has a hymn. What do you think, brother? What do you think, sister? Hey, let's throw out a verse. Oh man, this is cool. Yeah, I know what we're going to do now. Let's pick a verse and have a midrash. Well, let's not. Because how do I know that a JW is not going to midrash that verse to oblivion? And there's a Mormoni baloney in the fifth row who's going to teach that what God is now, he used to be, and now, and I can become with God, with God, I'm all confused, and I'm the Melchizedekian priesthood, and Joseph Smith was a prophet, and you can't understand Revelation without the Book of Mormon. But hey, let's throw it out. Free thinking. Let's have a discussion. So there's a place for yeshiva. There's a time for yeshiva, but even that has to be structured. You follow me? In other words, there's no free thinking allowed here that contradicts the bond of unity. But we don't want to control your thinking, because we can't control your thinking. You can think about whatever you want. You can believe whatever you want. But you're not free to opinionate on people. Oh, can I opinionate? Something's really bothering me. Can I talk to you? It's just that worship, and the way they treat the children. You know how they shouldn't bless the children that way. And you start opinionating on everybody. Stop opinionating on everybody. It sounds like the other word, and there's a pretty good reference. Yes, get away from me. We're not interested in your opinion. Do you understand that? Yahweh doesn't care about your opinion, because if your opinion is not what is coming from the Kadosh ground, then it is a cause for division. Even though you may not mean to bring division, if you are, it's like in Korach's rebellion. What did Korach and his rebellion say? Why does Yahweh only speak to Moshe and Miriam? How come all of Yahweh's people aren't prophets? How come Yahweh doesn't choose each of us? Why isn't all the congregation Kadosh? Isn't the entire congregation Kadosh? Not really. Some are anointed for a particular ministry that others are not anointed for. You follow me? And you are anointed for a particular ministry that your neighbor may not be anointed for. We're not all equally Kadosh. We're all at different levels of Kedusha. So why would you listen to someone who is at a level of Kedusha that is ready for a kindergarten cop? Well, he's such a nice man, and he's so mellow, and he's so laid back, and he doesn't raise it. He's just really, really mellow. That's not a reason to listen to this. We don't care. See, opinion. Let me make it even simpler. Some of you are maybe misunderstanding me. You are not free to share any opinions in this congregation that are not taught by the congregation. That's it. Simple. Not free. You are free to ponder it in your heart. You're free to pray about it. And when something cannot be resolved, you're free to go to the leaders and to bring those things to their attention. Thank you. Amen? That you're free to do. But you're not free to opinionate on somebody else and sow division. How many know what I'm talking about? Let's continue. The whole body has been joined by Yahweh. Notice, we've been joined to each other and knit together by what every joint supplies according to the working of every member. Notice, this ahava, this unity, must be worked for, causing a growth and not a retardation for the body, building itself, meaning you could build up unity in love, but you can't establish unity. You can't establish love without unity. But you can build the established unity in love. If you love, you will not seek to cause confusion. That will become more important than voicing your opinion. When you and I get the mentality that it is more important to preserve the unity than to voice your opinion, you will hush yourself and you will work for and support for what the head is revealing into the congregation. Make sense? So sometime when we voice our opinion, we feel we have a right to be heard, you have to ask yourself, is it more important for you to voice your view, or is it more important to maintain unity and not sow discord among the people? What's more important to you? I know for me it's a struggle because I want to be heard. I'm a very opinionated person. I hold strong opinions just about everything. Everything and everybody and every topic. Am I boring you? Huh? But if I'm in a congregation, I don't have the freedom to start opinionating on people, because Yahweh's main purpose in that kehillah is to guard the bond of unity, regardless, even if my opinion is correct. Even if my opinion is correct. There's only one opinion that counts here. That's Yeshua's through the leadership. And if Yeshua is saying something else down the block, go down the block. You're free to go down the block and be a free thinker. But in this congregation, you're not free to voice your thoughts verbally. You must ponder them in your heart. If they trouble you, approach the leadership.